everyone, Andi here. I'm a vintage home decor reseller, and today I have a reselling vlog for you. In case you're new here, I am a part-time reseller. I sell primarily on Etsy, but I just got my very first booth space in a vintage shop. So in today's video, we're gonna do a little haul because I've had to up my sourcing so much because I'm not only sourcing for Etsy now, I also have a booth space, so I've had to increase my inventory very substantially. So I am on the road sourcing all the time. Next, we're gonna talk about what sold on my Etsy shop. That way you guys can know what I'm getting for all the items that I'm showing you here on YouTube. Then we're gonna end the video with a little tour of my vintage booth. So it's evolved a lot over the 3 weeks that we've been open, and I can't wait to show you how it looks right now. Okay, so let's head on over to my haul chair right over here, and I'm gonna show you all the cool things I picked up this week. So we're gonna kick off the haul portion of this video with some estate sale finds. So I happened to be driving by, saw the sign, pulled over. I was with my son. Not ideal. He made me basically get in and out, but there was not a lot of stuff left. And the only reason why there was anything left, like this amazing piece of studio pottery, is because the prices were very high, like really high. The person had amazing taste and they were collectors, and I wish I could have gone the first day, but knowing the pricing, I probably wouldn't have picked up anything unless it was just for me, because it was priced close to retail, I feel like, on a few of the pieces. But this studio pottery piece I thought was awesome. Now this was only $8 and then half off, which I thought was a really good price for this, because I have never seen this type of treatment on the outside. I thought it was very unique. Kind of gave me like some Zodiac vibes. But yeah, really beautiful, definitely handmade. It doesn't have any sort of like markings on it for the artist, but definitely is a handmade studio piece. So I thought that it's cool that they carried the pattern into the inside too that was on the outside. So anyways, this will be for sale. I thought it was very cool. Now, I'm usually not like a beige person, obviously. I like color, but I'm very tempted to keep this piece because it really is so cool, but this will be for sale. In case you're new here, I usually link everything that I have for sale for my videos down below in the description box, but if you don't see the item, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's sold. It may mean that I was not able to get to that item and list it, because sometimes I get really behind on my Etsy listings and I just prioritize getting the video up for you guys, and then I just wait for you to email me and tell me you want something, and then I will list it. So anyways, if you don't see it, it's not necessarily because it's sold. It may just be that I was lazy that day and didn't get it up. So anyways, but check out down below first. So something kind of kitschy that I picked up was this very cute teapot organizer. It's wood, it's in great shape. I thought it was adorable. It was $10, half off, so $5. I thought it was really cute. This will be for sale on my Etsy shop too. But yeah, I don't know, sometimes this type of stuff really speaks to me. I'm a big tea drinker. I'm married to a Brit, and so tea is something that they do all the time. You leave a room, you come back, do you want tea? You leave the house, you come back, do you want tea? Are you going to bed, do you want tea? If you're feeling sad, you want tea. So anything tea related, I have to pick it up because I'm in this tea mindset all day long. So if you know a Brit, or if you are a Brit yourself, you can probably comment below if this is a true representation of the culture. But at least in my house with my in-laws, like, tea is a constant, which I'm happy about because I love tea. I don't drink coffee. But anyways, when I saw this, I had to get it. So one of the standout things of this estate sale was the globe collection. So this person apparently was an avid vintage globe collector. Now, I'm not super drawn to globes all the time. No, I have picked up a few. I have a friend who collects globes. I have another reseller now that I know who loves globes, so I'm kind of on the hunt for them. But this one, I don't know if I got it for me or what. I don't know if there's gonna be enough margin in it to sell because it was half off of $45, so that to me seems like close to retail. But I thought I liked it, and I liked the fact that it had the Zodiac on the bottom, and I love any globe that has the bright colors with the brass. I think it's really fun. So anyways, this is a good medium size. I like globes. The only globe that I have ever owned that I found at a thrift store was like the standard classroom size, and you just don't have room for that in your home. But this is more of a medium size, so on a shelf. So if I don't sell this, I'll probably just keep it for myself and find a place in my house because I think it's really cute. My son loves globes too because he likes to learn about, the world and geography and all the things. So anyways, so I don't know where this is going, if this is for me or not. But anyways, I saw this globe had to get, and I have 2 more globes I'm gonna show you. Now this teeny tiny globe bank is very nostalgic for people. People love it. Now this was only $8, so it was 16 is 8. That's a really good price for these. I have picked these up enough to know that $8 is pretty good. Now it doesn't have the stopper in the bottom, but I'm pretty sure no one uses it at a bank anymore. And this one is really cute and in good shape. I have picked up many of these that are not in as great a shape as this for more money than that. So I thought this was very cute. I grabbed this guy, and then the next globe is my favorite. Okay, so here is my favorite one of the globes that I picked up. Now this one actually is not metal. It is, I guess, I don't know. Well, actually, I could kind of tell because, bless him, he has a little bit of damage right there. So it looks like more of a paper outside and some sort of like composite wood core. But I thought it was really great. I like the fact that it actually has the silver tone here, and the colors are a lot more muted compared to the punchiness of this one. Like this one, these are two different like homes maybe that they're going in. I like the fact that this one has this color here is one of my very favorite colors, the peacock. And the other thing about this is it's, oh there we go. It's a, it's a very slow music box, if you guys can hear it. So I don't know, I've never seen a music box one before. Now again, this was like $20. So that's the half off price, was basically $20. So again, I don't know if this has any margin in it beyond that, but again, for styling, I thought this was a very sweet globe to use. Okay, now, oh, I really needed to rethink this because I think it might ding dong the whole time the rest of this video. May have to go outside my studio door. But anyways, I thought this was very cute. I mean, if you're interested in these globes, let me know. Because these I'm not sure, I need to do a little bit more research on to know if they're worth listing or not. And I also need to reach out to my friends who collect them to see if they would want them first before I would make them for sale. But ooh, I don't like this guy. I may have to keep the little bank that, oh, it's dinging again. Okay, I'm gonna hold on one second. I need to set this outside. Okay, I'm back. You may still hear it out there throughout the video. We may hear it in our sleep. I may have to hide it in the attic or on the garage because it's gonna keep, at any moment I feel like my son's gonna be like, Mom, what is that noise? So anyways, let's move on to the next thing. So the next thing I got, not super exciting, but I always have a soft spot for these little like figurine, you know, dudes for artists. And my son was with me, so he thought this was super cute. It was $5. And so I was just like, okay, yes, you've been good in this estate sale. We can bring this home. He thought for himself, he doesn't realize this is for Mama. So I thought it was really cute. It's in really good shape and I had to get it. Now the final estate sale piece before we move on to some like thrift store finds is this amazing piece of original art. Now I love abstract art. Now this is like studio art for me. In my home, I have more this type of art because my house is very much like 70s. I have the wood paneling on the ceiling, wood paneling everywhere. It has a very much a 70s vibe. And so this type of like mid-century artwork is something that I use in the rest of my house. And I thought this piece was very cool. Now it definitely was on cardboard, not even canvas board. And it was originally $35 is what they were selling it at, but it ends up being half off of that. So at that price, I was like, okay, totally, I'm gonna get it. So I thought it was awesome. I may frame it and take it off of its like styrofoam easel thing because it has like pins in it. I don't know, but it definitely has like an artist like signature or marking on the bottom. And when I originally saw it, I was like, is that a print? Like I bet a lot of people thought it was a print. But when you look up close to it, I don't know if this is gonna come off on the screen, but you can see the shiny parts, and then it has this area here is matte. So it's definitely painted. So yeah, really, really interesting. I love the colors because some of them are bright and then it has the more muted tone. So anyways, for me, this is a really cool find because I absolutely love abstract art. And when I can find it for like 17 bucks, I always have to get it. So now we're gonna move on to some things that were actually sourced by some of my family members and friends because everyone is looking for stuff for me right now because they know I'm in desperate need of more inventory all the time. So bless their hearts. Every time they go out shopping, they're sending me pictures and saying, do you want this? Now my mom picked these up because she knows how much I love vintage florals and anything small. So these are like right up my alley. And so I haven't decided if I'm gonna keep them or not because I really do like them. And I have a small art problem. So I'm like, ooh, these are really good, but I don't know yet. So TBD on these. If you want them, let me know and I may be able to let you have them. But I thought they were so cute. I love that the fact that there's 3, because as you guys know in design, you know, odd numbers are king. That's what you want to shoot for. And I just think these 3 together would be so cute, so cute. So anyways, I haven't decided if I'm gonna keep these or not. Okay, so some bread and butter items I sell all the time are pedestal bowls, brass pedestal bowls. You guys hear me say this all the time. These were sourced from my friend Taylor from Portland Revive. You guys have heard me talk about her many, many times. She is a reseller as well. She's who I learned so much of what I do from. Anyways, she knows that these are the best seller for me. And so anytime she sees them, she picks them up. So this, I wanna say 16 and like 22, which is paying up, but I sell these for like 58, 68, 78 bucks. So there's still a lot of margin in it. I have never seen this type before with a scalloped edge. This is a new one for me, and I have thought I have seen almost every etched brass pedestal bowl that was made in India at this point because I've sold so many and sourced so many, but this one was new, and it is very, very heavy. It has really lovely patina. It still has a little bit of that glitzy shine, so I do not have to shine this up. Now this guy is kind of sad. He has like more dirty patina than nice patina. See how it's like more gray and like dark here versus actually like the brass gold color. So yeah, anytime I have that, I will shine up. So I'm gonna shine this up. I'm actually planning to do another shine up tutorial for people because I still get asked that all the time. Even though I have told people many times, I feel like I might need to shoot another dedicated video about how I clean my brass because it's always of interest to people. So anyways, these two things will definitely be available in my Etsy shop because they are my best sellers in Etsy. And another bestseller is this type of tray. I've sold this many times. If you follow me, you know. And it has the sweet little handles here, the flowers, and the cutout detail. Again, the patina on this I actually kind of like, so I may not shine it up. I may keep it like this because it still has like a little bit of a sheen. But yeah, really excited about this piece, and this will be for sale on Etsy too. And speaking of brass pieces, we'll finish off with the last two brass pieces and we'll move on to some other items. I got this beautiful etched brass pitcher, again, made in India. Now, I used to sell this a lot on Etsy, and I have not sold one in a very long time. So they must be out, at least for me. I talked to another reseller recently. She said they were also not selling for her. But when I did a market a few weeks ago, I did sell a few of these that I had. I decided to take them to the market because they hadn't sold on Etsy, and they sold there. So anyways, it was $5. I picked it up because I still really do like them, and when I shine this up, it's really gonna sing. So I'm hoping in my booth space maybe, because it's similar to like that market in-person environment, maybe it will sell there. And the final brass piece that I have to pick up before I show you some other stuff is this very cool ashtray. It has like the Chinese animals around the outside, like, you know, the year of the dog, the year of the rabbit, that type of thing. I thought it was great. It was $7 though, with 20% off. And even so, that seems steep, but I'm always so surprised when I find brass at the thrift store that I think that I was just like, oh, brass, oh, I gotta get it, you know, and without really thinking like, do I margin for something? But ashtrays do sell well right now, and so that's where it's like, oh, that's another thing that kind of swayed me, and I like the animals around in the feed. I just thought it was a neat ashtray. So anyways, I may return it, I don't know, TBD on that, but I bought it for my booth space, so we'll see. Still thinking about it, but when I saw it, I had to bring it home. Okay, so we're down to the final few items. So this piece, you guys are gonna be like, why would you pick that up? Because this particular like color matting, not my favorite, but the center area with the mauve and this old timey lady, I don't know, I love Needlepoint. It's selling well right now. I just fell in love with it. It has a really good gold frame. So when I bought, so this was $7. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm going to redo the mat on it, and I think once I take out this blue, it's actually gonna look kind of cool. And I think it's something that someone might want, just because you can't tell, I don't think on camera, but there's a lot of different types of stitching, like widths and stuff, like sizing, to make it a really interesting piece. I know there's a lot of reflection on it. So anyways, I like it because I love a needlepoint, and I don't mind it being this type of scene because I think they're kind of fun. And you know, country, cottage, Victorian, all that stuff is really in right now. But this one, to make it fit that aesthetic, this blue has to go. So I have in the past actually just painted matting rather than get new matting. I've actually just painted it with like acrylic paint, and it's turned out really well. So we'll kind of see, because then it maintains like the texturing, but gives it a new color, and I don't have to then buy a new mat. So we'll see. And on the back, it's gonna be really easy to reframe because it doesn't have the paper and it just has these things. So anyways, yeah. So we'll see what I do. I don't know. I know it's kind of weird because with the blue, it's like, oh. But I think like configured with the manual will look really cool. Now the next piece I don't usually show you guys, which are books that I like to read. I show you books I like to style with or I'm gonna sell, but I don't show you books I like to read. So I actually read this book many times. It's one of the books that I recommend to people all the time. When people in like business groups or just in life like want to know what is one book that you felt was very transformative to you, and this is that book. So if you've never read this book, highly recommend it. It's teeny tiny, and this is how it is written, just tiny little chapters of like really good truth nuggets. So anyways, very, very good book. It was $3, and so that's why I got it, because I recommend it so much. I thought, you know, I should just start picking this up at the thrift store if I ever see it, and then I can gift it to them, and they don't have to go on Amazon, and then they don't have to go to the library to get it. So anyways, if you've never read this book, you totally should. Okay, so the final piece I'm super excited about, and it is this vintage wall organizer. It has the 3 tiers, very heavy and solid. You can kind of see on the side how solid and heavy it is. Totally fell in love with it. And it was only $6.99, and then of course I would have a coupon, and it's just in very good shape. These types of things, you know, obviously they can get banged up over time, but I think this was put on a wall and then someone didn't remove it until maybe the person decided to donate it, because it is in such good shape. So I love this. This is the type of piece that does really well in a booth. And so that's why I was very excited to get this in my booth, because it just like, I'll be able to put a few cute things on it, and all of the wall organizing things that I've brought to my new booth space in just the 3 weeks that I've been there have sold. So I'm like, I'm onto something. I gotta keep this, you know, train going of the wall organizers, because they seem to be doing really well. So I was very excited to find this. It's the only thing I found at that thrift store that day, and I was like really bummed. I'm like, God, I haven't found anything here at that particular store in a while, and then the universe delivered me this, so super excited. Even though something like this I have going to my booth space, if you guys want anything that I mentioned that I say that, oh, I'm gonna have it in my booth, if you want it, I'm still, of course, willing to sell it to you. It just means I'm not probably putting it on Etsy first, and if you want it, you're gonna have to email me and let me know, because I wanna make sure you guys still have stuff to shop in my hauls, because you guys don't live in Portland, and so you may not be able to come to my shop and buy my things, and I still wanna make sure I keep my Etsy shop like vibrant and active and full of stuff. So anyways, long story short, if this is something that you would want, you know, you can let me know and I can always get it listed for you. Okay, so that's the haul. Next, we're gonna talk about what sold in my Etsy shop this week, and then we're gonna take you to my vintage booth at Tiny Brambles to show you how it's looking now and some of the things I've changed. So let's talk about what sold this week. So lots of sales from repeat buyers, so thank you. Appreciate all of you. So this vintage mosaic plate sold. I fell in love with this one because I've never seen heart-shaped tiles before, so this is a beauty. Excited that that's going to a repeat buyer. And this sold, which I knew it would go, because I have never seen, you know, the shape in a tray before, in a brass tray. So very cool, glad that went. This went, it's one of my favorite things I've picked up, is just the coolest, brutalist candle holder. And this original painting sold, and then this original painting sold, along with this guy. Oh, I still love his face. The person who bought him is very excited to have him, so I'm excited to ship him out. And then this sold, and then this beautiful brass bowl sold. I mean, these, you guys know, bestseller for me. They're just so stunning, and I shined this one up before listing it. And if you guys watched my haul video where I showed you this, it did not look like this. And then this box sold. This, I'm happy to who it's going to, because I know that they're going to cherish it. But oh, this one was a hard one to give up because it's so beautiful. It's just one of those pieces that I have never come across anything like that before, and it's just a stunning piece. And then this bamboo folding rack sold, and a few more things sold that I'll pop on the screen that I don't have. That's actually in my storage area in another room. But yeah, lots of great things going to their new forever homes. Okay, so now we're gonna head over to Tiny Brambles. I'm gonna show you kind of how the booth space looks right now and some of the things I brought in and changed. And then I promise to give you a total like review of my first month and what has sold and my experience and how I'm feeling about it when that month closes. So we're still like a few days away. So that's coming soon too. Okay, so let's head on over to my booth space. So I just switched a bunch of stuff around. So I brought in this shelf here. So this is new. I decided to put the grab bags, which have not gotten really any action. I've sold one. I put them down here because this is like kind of like a dead space area anyways. And then I actually put product on here. Decided to switch up some art placement and brought in some new things. Some of this stuff you guys haven't seen. I think I did show you that, but I don't know if I showed you that little guy. I just got that one. And then this was sourced by my mom. I almost kept it because it has the really cute scalloped edge. And then these were for my personal collection. I'm actually going through and getting rid of a bunch of stuff and bringing it in to sell. Things that I've had for a while that I'm okay with parting with. And this is a brand new set that I got. I love these. They're so pretty. I love the shape. And then you guys may remember this cool organizer. So I decided to bring it in here first before I put on Etsy. So that's here. And this candle holder, I really hope someone buys it because I think it's just so neat. I put candles in it hoping that will help people understand what it is. And then I think this largely remained the same. I think I showed you guys my organizer in the store. And then I have some stuff I did over in this area. So I just rearranged a little bit. This like really weird head I got a long time ago. I thought I was going to keep it, decided to sell it. So I brought that in. And then this really pretty vase, I brought that in. And this is from a recent haul. Figured this will probably go fast because it's a butterfly. It's brass as well here. So I brought that in. And then, yeah, I think the rest of it you guys have seen. Oh, actually, I don't know. Did I show you these? I can't remember if I showed you these. I got these recently too. They're actually like painted. Maybe I showed them in like a reel or one of those short videos. But I brought these in. This cutting board I brought in, which is really nice. And yeah, just kind of getting some more stuff in this bin. But yeah, that's how the changes here and how it looks from when you guys last saw it. So really excited about how everything is looking and evolving. Okay, so welcome back to my studio one more time. So that's all I have to share with you today. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate you coming along today as I show you some of the things I picked up, what has sold, and then give you a tour of my booth space. If you're looking for more thrifting and decorating content between my haul videos here on YouTube, make sure you check me out on Instagram and TikTok. Thanks again for watching, and I can't wait to see you in my next thrifting video. Take care.